Yo, welcome back, Black Ward Pirates. If you're new to my channel, my name is Captain Black Ward, and I am doing games, movies, anime reviews, all that, like you saw in the intro. Pretty dope, right? So check me out. Let's jump straight into this build. I'm using the Wavering Ignition with an Health Regen Augment. This is for this build. So I'm new to the Great Sword. Been playing Monster Hunter since like 2003, 2004. And I wanted to try something different. My last videos were on the Lance. Go check those out. This I'm running a Great Sword. Never used it. Never been a Great Sword main. First time trying. First build. So we got attack boost plus 7, health boost plus 3, crit eye plus 3, weakness exploit plus 3, focus plus 2, agitator plus 3, divine blessing plus 2, and protective polish to round out the build. Um, so with this build, I got 1181,000 attack. The health boost and the divine blessing are more or less defense mods for just in case I take, a hard hit. I shouldn't have really anything to worry about damage wise. My health bar so big, and of course with the health regen, it definitely helps, get me all the health back. The divine blessing is just so that I don't take, there's a chance that the damage is reduced, so that's always a good plus. Also, with all the rest of the other skills that I have, it kind of helps balance out my weapon. With the Wavering Ignition, you do have a basis stat of minus 20 affinity. That's like negative crit. So with all the other skills like the critical exploit, with the critical eye and weakness exploit and attack and stuff, I got that down to 0. So I'm not running a negative crit. Like, I'm kind of evened out. So I mean that helps out and all. If I wanted to increase on that further, I would use maximum might. So if you have any maximum might gems, I would definitely suggest putting those in. I don't personally. That's why I went with the health boost for a little extra health. That's why I went with the health boost for a little extra health. Jesus, long day, guys. Um, as far as gameplay goes, though, and technique on just how to use the weapon and being comfortable with the weapon, I have to say this is a hit and run weapon. You want to get in there, do your big damage, and then get out. The weapon is very slow, so with that being said, you move pretty slow. So this is not something you want to carry out with you. You kind of want to, get in, get out, guerrilla warfare type deal. Also, um, defensive wise with this weapon, you have a move called tackle. It's like the best move that this sword has. Like, tackle is like you should want to master how to use tackle. So what tackle does is tackle is a parry plus tank move that does damage and impact damage to monsters if you time it right. So it's basically like that's one of your bread and butter moves. You can, let's say Nergigante does his dive bomb attack, which is also unblockable. If you tackle at the right time, you'll parry through it, and you'll deal damage to him instead, and you'll take no damage. So there's a chance for you getting one-shotted. Goes down to 0 if you know how to use this move correctly. Also, you have 3 levels of charge, which are great sword, which you can actually tackle through. So you can charge, tackle, charge again, tackle again, and then charge into your final true great sword strike or something like that. But this weapon's a nuke. This weapon does damage, man. Like, it does serious damage numbers to any and everything it hits. Like, this is you. I feel like this is the weapon you would use if you want to go in there and kind of do, a little work, but every time you swing your sword, you're seeing high numbers. This is definitely like an amazing weapon, especially coming from just the lance. Like, the damage you do with the lance isn't really that high compared to a lot of other weapons because your survivability and your defense is so high. But with the great sword, you're coming in, you're hitting things, things are falling, things are gonna fall. Um, with that being said, I've seen some people play and hit into the thousands with a great sword charge. Me myself personally, I think the hardest hit or the highest number I dealt was around 875. But of course, there's ways we can improve that if we have a higher affinity or if we have a affinity booster going. So those things do help out. Um, Also, the greatsword can block, but blocking with the greatsword is not recommended from what I've learned. I feel like every time I've taken a hit while blocking with this weapon, I've lost a complete bar of sharpness, like to zero. Like I'll be in white sharpness, take a hit, and it's down to blue, and that's a bit ridiculous, and that's super costly. So it's not something I recommend, but it is there if you're slow on the draw or you really can't move that well. Also, I'm gonna start doing my streams around 10:30 every night. 10:30 till. We'll see how it goes depending on the stream or the chat. If I do this sooner, if I do a little sooner, of course I'll always send out a tweet. Jesus, I'll always send out a tweet or post it on Facebook. Or I haven't been using Instagram like that because I use Instagram to promote for the videos for YouTube. But go check it out. Of course, it's CPTBLKWARD. You know, and then Twitter. I'm on Twitter a lot, so Twitter is definitely a main way to contact with me. Um, but again, I'll be streaming on Twitch 10:30 almost every night. If you guys want to join in and you know run some missions, I'm also going to be running missions in Warframe because they had a new update request drop. Um, but again, it's your boy Captain Blackboard. Get out.